Hi, my name is Hamid. Today I'm cooking korma sabzi and salad shirazi. Korma sabzi is a herb stew. It's an Iranian herb stew dish. Growing up in Iran, we ate in a lot at our house or our family or my grandparents' house. We like rarely went out, and I never even actually really liked to go out. Me and my family, we won the lottery to be able to come to the United States, and we came to Davis, and it was my whole family, my dad, my mom, and my brother. I mean, one of the biggest challenges was definitely not knowing the language and coming into a culture that you don't really understand, you don't know anything about, like not knowing English and making new friends and making a whole different life out of everything and not having a lot of family members here. I was in a major that I was kind of miserable, hated everything, and the moment I changed my major to design, I started being happier. And then I met a lot of people that ended up creating that kind of group of community to cook all the time. The potluck culture was amazing. The reason we started is because we wanted to eat great food, but it ended up being much more than that because of the mixed cultures that we had from all my friends. That French, Indian, Korean, and all sorts of stuff. And people who weren't even necessarily in the culture necessarily, but learned to cook that. And that helped a lot. You are part of a community that you came from, but it's also a community that you build yourself to.
Feel a little bit more close to the food that you're eating or the culture where it comes from.
And when you have your own vision of something, you have more flexibility with food. No, it sounds like anyway.
Persian food is all about for the host to feed as much as he or she can to the guest. You're gonna get full by the time you leave. There's not a lot of spices, but there's also uniqueness, and I think saffron also brings that. When you get saffron from a store, you add the saffron to the food, but in Iranian culture, we grind that and mix that with water, and then we add that, and it adds a lot of flavor to it. One of the biggest things for me to cook, and especially Persian food, is how am I gonna get that meat out and substitute it with something that's gonna be just as good. Like for me especially, I've been messing around with a lot of mushrooms, different kind of mushrooms. And I know for a lot of Iranians, it's very hard to give up meat as a main dish because it adds a lot of flavor. I think it's our duty to change the way we eat. And as far as a culture of Persian food, it's about getting together and eating together. If I wasn't eating good food, I wouldn't be making good art in a lot of ways. Eating good food and cooking good food is a step closer to painting with happiness.